Alright guys, so in this video today I'm going to do a rider spotlight bike. This is a friend and good customer of ours. His name is Mondo. He's built some pretty awesome bikes over the years. He's owned a lot of really nice Harley-Davidsons. So this is his latest project, his latest bike. So thank you, Mondo, for letting me show off your motorcycle here. So this is a 117 cubic inch build on a 2016 Dyna Low Rider S. The 117 inch kit only bolts up to a bike that comes from the factory with the 110 cubic inch engine. So, and a lot of people ask me, well, can we put this 117 cubic inch kit on a 103? And the answer is no, just because of the case fittings and the spigot is a different size. So let me go over some of the parts on this bike. So it's a Connolly fairing that I just showed a close up there. These bars, I can't remember what bar he told me these were. They look like Lucky Dave's. I thought they were Lucky Dave's, but he told me they weren't. So I'll have to do some digging to find out. There's a LED headlamp. I believe this is a Daymaker. We'll just call it the Harley-Davidson Daymaker. There's some lookalikes out there now. This is a Speed Merchant skid plate on the front here. He's got the Thunder header exhaust. Guys, if you're looking for the exhaust that performs better than any exhaust system out there and sounds pretty much better than any exhaust out there, I know that's an opinion, but there's really nothing better than a Thunder header. They're all hand built. They're all individually built, and so no two are alike. Kind of crazy, but yeah, they sound and perform extremely well. They said the bags on here were Leather Pro bags, and in the description, guys, I'm going to try to link seat. I'm going to try to link all the parts in the description of this video, because I get a lot of questions about parts, and so I figure I might as well just put the parts in the description, so you guys, if you have any questions, you can check there. I believe these are Custom Dynamics rear and front turn signals. I had these on my Street Glide, really good turn signal. I'm not really sure about the foot pegs. I think they're Joker Machine. And he's got the stock suspension. The Lowrider S comes with Harley-Davidson's Premium Ride suspension, which is the emulsion shocks in there that are adjustable with the disc, so you can adjust the preload. So this thing is set up pretty dang nice. We'll get this thing out on the road here. This was during rush hour traffic, and on a bike like this, you can really only appreciate it if you get it up on the freeway and do some decent speeds on it. So I was able to find a nice stretch of freeway a little bit, but there was a lot of traffic, more traffic than I would have liked to have had during this time. guys, this was the fastest Harley I've ridden in a long time, maybe ever. This thing absolutely hauls ass. I mean, there is just so much torque. And that's something that a lot of people don't understand about Harleys and like sport bikes. You know, I've ridden tons of inline 4,000cc sport bikes, and you know, they're fast. They're very fast bikes. They've got a ton of horsepower, but you don't get blown back in your seat nearly as much. On this bike, I literally had to lean forward in the bike, because if I didn't, and I gripped and I just ripped the throttle real hard, I mean, this thing literally blows you back. And you know, I probably only gave it about half throttle. You know, when a bike's not mine, I'm pretty respectful of how I ride it. And oh my gosh, this thing is just amazing. I mean, it's got so much power. I almost feel like the frame can't even handle the power, quite frankly. I mean, this is a Harley. This is a 700-pound Harley-Davidson that have, you know, the sturdiest frames in the motorcycle industry. But oh my gosh, you know, there's just something amazing about the nature of a V-twin Harley-Davidson, air-cooled engine right between your legs, no fairings or nothing between you and the bike. And gosh, this engine was just amazing. I mean, it gave me instant chills when I ripped the throttle on this thing. This is one of those bikes that even at freeway speeds like I'm doing right now, you can just put the bike wherever you want, whenever you want. I mean, the passing power was totally effortless. And you know, a bike like this, guys, you know, I get a lot of comments sometimes on the YouTube comment section that people just say, well, why doesn't Harley just put this type of a kit in every bike? Why does Harley force its customers in a money grab fashion to pay extra money and get the bike performing, quote, you know, the way it should? And what people don't understand, guys, is this is an engine and this is a cam and a setup that likes to go really fast all the time. And you know, if you're a beginner rider, I in no way would ever recommend something like this to you. Or even if you're a casual rider and you just want to cruise, quote unquote cruise, what a lot of people tell me when they buy a Harley, then this isn't your bike. I mean, you have to run this thing at a really high RPM. And this is a really high lift cam. From 2,000 to 3,000 RPM, the thing is pretty much dead. And then at 3,000 RPM, you just get this punch that just, you know, the most torque ever. And so, you know, this bike and this build isn't for everybody. You know, it's really only for the guys that have been riding a long time, like the owner of this bike, who's on the freeway and just is constantly, you know, high speeds and really needs that power to get the bike where he wants when he wants it. But if you do a lot of surface street riding and things, this is not that great of a bike. You really have to keep the RPMs up there. So it requires a little bit more work just because you don't have what Harley-Davidson is really known for, and that is a really good power distribution throughout the spectrum of the RPM range. And you know, and so you know, you're not shifting gears as much on just a regular stock Harley the way it's set up. Something like this, you know, probably requires a little bit more gear shifting and effort to keep the RPM in the sweet spot. My audio got a little out of sync on this part. I was running an external mic to reduce the wind noise. I get a lot of wind noise with my GoPro, but yeah, the audio got a little out of sync right here. The sun's going down, coming back now. I think maybe I'll share a couple things about the bike. So the Low Rider S first came out as a mid-model launch in 2016, and it won all kinds of awards. I think Cycle World gave it Best Cruiser Bike of 2016. Another motorcycle publication gave it Best Cruiser, the 2016 model year as well. But when it came about as part of the S series. The two other bikes in the S series being the Fat Boy and the Slim. So this is the one and only Dyna in the S series. And part of the S series, what makes it an S is the fact that it's all blacked out. The Low Rider came with these bronzed out wheels that were to look kind of like the old school magnesium wheels. And all the S bikes come with the 110 cubic inch engine. This is the first Dyna as well to use a throttle by wire with cruise control, and the bike also has ABS as well. So it's pretty much your top of the line, all decked out Dyna. It has Harley-Davidson's premium ride shocks as well. So a really good bike. You pay like 18 for it, something like that. You're a little over 20 when it's all said and done out the door. So here's a nice shot of rush hour traffic, about 15 minutes east of downtown LA. Well, that about sums it up, guys. As always, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. If you have a bike that you want to get highlighted, please feel free to call me, contact me, bring it by. And you don't have to be in the video, but if you want your bike highlighted, just let me know, and we'll put it up there, give it the recognition it deserves. Thanks, guys.